Добрый вечер. Как ваши дела, как настроение? Сегодня 3 белобожьих квестика. И начнем с хук. Сразу с детей. Иду к детям за Дзинлю, ребята. Где-то заплакал один Янцин. Меня ж нормально слышно? Да, все вижу. Так.
Where there are people, there is noise.
Алина, очаровашка.
Should I take the gift?
Snow White popping candy.
Он выполнял особое задание.
You! Hey, you! Stop!
Ага.
You are now a conscript of the
Теперь я
moles.
выполняю особое задание. И мастер маскировки.
I, Julian of 1,000 faces. Wait, it's not the time for this.
Возможно, она не так плохо с детьми. Ну да. Наверное.
We got trouble. The boss went to the Great Mine along with her Diggertron.
Она таким образом хочет добыть ресурсы.
And she refused to let anyone go with her. I feel like she's doing something dangerous.
Пироколом можно
You have
проколоть
to go
дыру
check
в
on her for
скале
us.
и достать ресурсы.
Diggertron is Diggertron. As long as the boss has it with her, you can expect a good fight. Fursman is in the
Очень
mines.
жаль.
It seems like the boss heard some bad news about him and then just ran in there. There's lots of bad guys in the mines. Miss Natasha said kids ain't allowed to go in. Go check on her for us now. He's Hook's daddy, and he's like a daddy to everyone in the moles. He's like a great person.
Я помогу всемогущему предводителю Хук.
Thank you. Please hurry.
Почему ты так серьезно не отвечаешь на мои рофлы?
Snow.
Понятно. Я обожаю его. Я уже успела забыть про него, но он хорош. Он все еще хорош.
Calm down, calm down. We're all here to work for a living. Why not sit down and talk it out?
Save it! We treated you as our leader, but look how you treated us.
Блин, шапка огонь. Хочу такую же.
Such a rat! You sold the intel about the vein to Antonia, but we discovered it first. Now we lost the mine, and we have to work for those guys. Traitor! Well, nothing to say for yourself, huh? So you admit that you sold the intel to the mining team?
Go away, you brutes! Don't bully my daddy!
Окей. Сомнительно.
Oh, little hook? Oh, no, you have it wrong. It's your daddy who bullied us first. Ask him if you don't believe me.
Daddy?
Yes, I told Antonia about the vein, but I was the first one to discover it. I have the right to do anything with it.
It's only because you have that detector. Let's see who's boss when we take it from you.
Back off. I was thinking about the bigger picture when I did that. Unlike you all who just look for trouble every day.
Well, I think someone needs to teach you a lesson. Guys, get him!
You'll never lay a finger on Daddy without passing through Hook.
Армия кротов уже здесь, вы окружены.
It's you! Come and help Hook!
Да, я даже угораю с деда. Все нормально, все под
Another
контролем.
punching bag? Fine by me. I'll kick all your butts.
I'm scared!
Stay put.
Lend me your strength. Time for a buzz. Give me strength. To guard and defend. Crush them. Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
Получили по жопе.
Daddy, are you hurt?
Just a few scratches. How about you, Hook?
Don't worry about me. I have Diggertron. No one can hurt me.
Good. That's good. And you, young lady, are you hurt? Thank you for your help.
Что-то было?
I remember. You are the outsiders Natasha mentioned before, right? I heard that you helped resolve some conflicts around the mines when you arrived. And again today, when you saved my life.
Мне просто захотелось подраться.
Whatever your motivation was, I appreciate your help.
Daddy, let's go to the old witch's clinic. You're seriously hurt.
Старая ведьма? Это так ты ее называешь?
But the vein detector that rapscallion was after, somebody already stole it from me. I need to keep searching, otherwise I might never see it again. It's just a tool. I guess I should let it go. Let's head to the clinic.
Не, ну как бы... Нет, ее цвет волос нельзя назвать седым. Значит, и старый ее называть не хочется. Ладно, ведьма. Ну почему старая? Так, ладно.
Where there are people, there is noise.
Я надеюсь, мы не начнем из этого квест Наташи.
I've taken care of your wounds. I'm running short on medical supplies these days, though, so behave yourselves and stay away from trouble. You hear me? Don't pretend you didn't hear that, Hook. I'm talking to you.
Hook wasn't the one that caused trouble. It was those bad guys. We were just defending ourselves. And ask her.
Я не при делах ничего не знаю.
You traitor.
Well, passing the buck is one way to handle this. That's enough for now. I'll say this one last time, Hook. If you cause any trouble again, I'll take Diggertron away. Do you understand?
Это мне напоминает сцену с Вероникой и Артуром. Она такая, предатель, вот такой. Ну я же ничего не сделал, да. Ах, негодяй. Так.
Hook understands.
The boss of the moles should stick to her word. I have patients to take care of. See you later.
Thank you again.
О,
If
мы
it weren't
увидели его
for you
лицо.
and Dr. Natasha,
Нормально.
Hook and I probably
Он
would have been in
такой,
big trouble.
Славик Sadness. Он грустный.
Well, a few days ago, I found a geomarrow vein using a vein detector, and I sold this info to Antonia, a supervisor of the mining team. Then, those vagrants heard about it and accused me of being a traitor. They believe that since I'm also a vagrant who came from another mine and ended up in here for a living, I should naturally be on their side. The mining team could not agree with that, of course. I'm just too old for this.
Daddy? Are we short on money? Why did you do that?
My poor child. Daddy is old now. Who knows how long I can stay by your side? I have to start
Не
preparing for your
иронично хочу
future.
себе такую шапку.
People say I'm selfish, think I'm a traitor, but it doesn't matter to me. All you need to know is when I'm gone, you will have the money to take care of yourself and survive on your own.
Daddy.
Forget about it. Since I've got the money from the mining team, I have nothing to complain about now. It's just a shame that I lost my vein detector. It was indeed a treasure. It's an ancient relic that I found in a mine. People say it's a device that mining teams used for detecting geomarrow veins long ago. I often carried it around looking for a fresh claim. Perhaps some villains up to no good took notice. It's a rare device, you know. No wonder somebody stole it. Anyway, I guess I don't need the detector anymore. The less trouble, the better. I shouldn't care who stole my device. Whoever it was, I hope they get good use out of it.
Блин, прикольный мужик.
Hook seems to be giving me a look that says, Hook wants to talk to you outside the clinic, now.
Now. Я и так знаю, что ты мне хочешь сказать, малыш.
So that's why people call eyes the windows to the soul.
Ой, блин, как же я люблю, когда она озвучивается.
Are you hurt? Let me take a look.
Wait! Hook needs you to help with something. I haven't said what we're gonna do, but that's the spirit. You truly are an honorary member of the moles. That detector is Daddy's treasure, so I gotta get it back. You'll help me, won't you?
Если только Хук будет паинькой.
Alright then. I'll be waiting for you at the shelter in the mine, big sister. I mean... See ya!
Надо было над ней поиздеваться.
Too slow, honorary member of the moles. You should have gotten here before Hook.
Я буквально телепортировалась к тебе.
Let me introduce you to Sweta. She is Daddy's most trusted miner.
Not at all. Mr. Fursman trusts every vagrant, and every one of us trusts Mr.
Ты украла
Fursman.
детектор, Света? Или это сделал Тёма?
But after what happened over at that geomarrow vein, the atmosphere at the shelter became a bit tense.
I'm here to find Daddy's treasure, his vein detector. I heard that someone stole it. Is that true?
Well, I would guess that's probably true. After the conflict in the mine, Wildfire gathered everyone out of the shelter and took a head count to check on the wounded. 4 people were not there. When we returned to the shelter, Mr. Fursman's detector was gone. We searched all around the shelter but found nothing. I guess one of those 4 people was the thief. Yes. The shelter was usually crowded, so thieves would have had a hard time stealing things when everyone was around. We vagrants have our dignity too. I'm sure we will catch the thief, but...
But... what?
Actually, we've already asked those 4 suspects about it. They all claim to not have stolen anything. Of course, we could never expect thieves to confess and turn themselves in, right? In my opinion, one of those 4 was lying.
Может, вор не один?
Doesn't seem likely.
Это точно так, 100%.
All 4 suspects are at the shelter. If you're feeling confident, why not give it a try? Maybe you can determine who the thief is.
Adults are so dishonest. Hook's gonna question them one by one.
One by one. Портниха.
Did you steal Daddy's detector?
Это вы украли папин детектор?
Nope.
Нет?
I'm no thief.
Really? Then you better answer our questions honestly.
Ask away. Let's not waste time.
Что ты делала в момент совершения преступления?
Spacing out. Didn't notice anything.
Это не ответ.
Good man. but a bit of a cheapskate.
Понятно.
Nope. What detector?
Hey, would you mind talking more nicely?
What? I always talk like this.
I don't feel like she's the thief.
Кран делать буду.
I know.
Повар.
Well, well, well. What's this? Playing detective, are we?
Я обожаю их отношения.
Spill it! Did you steal my daddy's detector?
You little brat. How dare you label me a thief? Someone needs to give you a good lesson on manners. I'm an honest and decent man. I'd never do such a shady thing.
Anyone can say that. If you really didn't steal anything, then just answer our questions.
Oh, you have a temper, huh? All right, I'll spare a couple
Ой,
minutes
мне
for your
нравится
little
этот
detective
повар.
game.
Что ты делал в момент
I'm a cook.
преступления?
What else would I be doing? Don't you notice the smoky cooking smell all over me? It's just that I happened to be out shopping for ingredients at that time. Otherwise, who'd want anything to do with this kind of thing?
А они знают, когда был момент совершения преступления, да?
That old fursman was kind to me. When we were at Rivet Town, he put me in charge of the whole mining team's food supply. And it's because I trusted him that I came to this mine with him. I mean, I didn't expect he would take that money for himself. Anyway, he found that geomarrow vein by himself, so I won't blame him for not sharing. But you know, what he did was not like the old fursman I knew.
Прежний. Что это значит?
Well, I don't want to be a snitch, but out of my respect for fursmen, I'll tell you a secret. The helper over there, I saw him sneak into Fursman's tent and come out holding a box. See? Isn't he the most
Чел,
suspicious one?
Это дешевый друг. Я верю тебе, но не мне судить.
I don't care if you believe me or not. I've told you all I know. Now leave me alone if you don't have any more questions. I'm busy.
Хочу сначала дальнего. Торговец.
Did you steal Daddy's detector?
What? How could you say that? You're gonna make me angry.
Лол. Не кипятись, вполне резонный
You know what a
вопрос.
businessman values the most? Reputation. If your slander ruins my reputation and harms my business, you'll pay for that.
Вау, как он сказал, you'll pay for that.
Well, then answer our questions. We'll decide if we believe you or not.
Что ты делал в момент совершения преступления?
I have the right to remain silent.
Что ты думаешь о господине Персоне?
I withhold my opinion toward this question.
Кек.
No comment.
Ugh, you would... I'll give you one more chance. Think carefully
Он
and
хочет
give your
его
answer to
изрубать?
Diggertron this time.
Поэтому хорошенько, и лучше честно во всем признайся этому кулаку.
I've seen all sorts of things in my life. Why would I be afraid of you two little rascals? Here, how about we make a deal? I'll tell you what I know in exchange for a small intel service fee. Fair and honest.
Меня забей.
Well, looks like I can only continue exercising my right to remain silent. It's up to you.
Давай выкладывай.
Trying to threaten me with wildfire, huh? You think I'm afraid of them?
Да,
Let's tell Zila to take him away.
давай.
Huh? No, please don't. Look, I was only joking. Fine, I'll answer your questions. Please just don't pull wildfire into this. I went into town to restock. Nothing out of the ordinary, right? I restock on a regular basis, everyone knows that. I was wondering why there was nobody at the shelter. Versman is an old customer of mine. He's pretty nice to me, though we are not so close. As to what he did about that Geomero vein, it was kind of unethical. We're all neighbors. We've known each other for a long time. But he sold out to the other side and left his own people out to dry. I really can't agree with that. Look, the cook is definitely the thief, I'm sure about that.
Они тыкают друг
I
друга
value my
пальцами, да?
reputation more than anything, so you can trust me. In my line of work, I've learned to read people. And something's definitely fishy with that cook. I could tell from the start. If you don't believe me, just ask anyone.
Помощник.
Hook? What's the matter?
Did you steal Daddy's detector?
What? Oh, if I'd known I would become a suspect, I wouldn't have gone out at that time. How foolish of me.
Ощущение, что тебя мучит совесть.
Of course not. I didn't do anything wrong.
We just need you to answer a few questions.
Okay. Ask away. It would be good to clear myself of suspicion. Nothing special. I just went out to get some fresh air. Oh dear. I know that's a lame alibi, but I swear it's the truth. Mr. Firstman, he's a good person. Though... Oh, never mind. Oh, no. I must sound very suspicious, but I really didn't do anything. You have to believe me. Detector? No, I haven't seen anything, and I don't know anything. Is that all the questions you have? Have I proven my innocence?
Все ясно. Жди вердикта.
Oh dear. All this waiting around is enough to make me even more anxious.
Почему он напоминает мне Кэллуса, его интонации, когда был какой-то прикол, когда озвучивались эти зверьки Жуань Мэй, наверное.
Hook's head is spinning. Do you remember everything they said?
Да.
Don't worry, I've written it all down for you. Remember, among these 4 people, only the real thief would lie. The cook said the helper did it. The tailor said it wasn't her. The merchant said it was the cook, and the helper said it wasn't
повар
him.
на помощника указывал. Мне это
Do you know
пришло.
who the culprit is?
Да, что-то мне этот детективчик напоминает. Это еще один детективчик, в который я играла. Угу. Да? Человек с комментариев. Повар сказал, что это сделал помощник. Портниха, что она этого не делала. Торговец указал на повара, помощник, что это сделал не он. Хочу нарисовать себе схемку. Повар, что сделал помощник. Помощник, что это не он. Портних, что она этого не делала. Торговец на повара. О, мне уже прям так сразу надо ответить. Жестко. Ну-ка, что там они говорили про остальные вещи? Ну-ка. Ну, в целом, они все сказали, что что он хороший мужик. Кроме портнихи. Портниха вообще ничего не сказала. Она дала новую информацию. Нет, ну она тоже сказала, что он хороший мужик. И такая... Какой такой этот... Хотела назвать его извещателем. Ну да. Нормальный, но жадный, да, я так сказала. Блин, вот с загадками всегда такая проблема, что ты хочешь ее разгадать сам, и в процессе чувствуешь себя нереально тупым. И просто ты должен страдать, и тогда ты будешь страдать. Мне не нравится, что... Блин, вот надо подумать. Сейчас. Давайте это проведем аналитику небольшую. Я могу спросить Хук, но надо сначала провести аналитику. У нас есть два перса, которые тыкают на других персов. И еще два перса, которые просто говорят, что они ни при чем. Мне интересно, если бы человек обманывал, что бы он скорее сделал? Попытался бы загладить свою вину? Ну, просто обезопасить себя или еще и подставить другого? Вопросик спорный, конечно. Ушел от вопроса и сказал полуправду, если он умеет врать. Ну вот я и думаю. Торговец сначала вообще не хотел ничего говорить. Что понимаемо. Мы пришли его опрашивать с ребенком. этот помощник просто наныл. Просто наныл. Но он кажется самым безобидным. Не удивлюсь, если окажется, что это он. Портниха говорила уверенно и четко. Но она ответила, что она делала ничего, когда ушла. И что это за ответ вообще? Ну, повар, понятно. Он весь такой скользкий, типок, кого-то хочет подставить. Я думаю, это не он. Слишком очевидный. Окей, давайте предположим, что мы не будем тыкать в повара. Торговец слишком истерит. Мне кажется, тот, кто обманывает, не будет заводить истерику. Короче, для меня более подозрительны те, кто просто защищал себя. Типа, ничего особо не сказал, никого особо не обвинил. Хотя повар тоже, блин, жестко подозрительный. Но я, блин, точно не хочу торгаша выбирать. Это 100%. У нас хитрый обманщик, хитрый вор. Портниха. Блин, может она? Ну, давайте спросим у Хук.
I think the cook and merchant are the most
Повар и
suspicious.
торговец?
My gut tells me that one of them is the culprit.
Ну, короче, ее вообще можно не слушать. У нее детская
Don't
логика.
worry. Even if you choose the wrong one, Pitch Dark Hook the Great has other ways
У
to
меня
uncover
просто
the true
зеркальные
culprit.
предположения. Окей.
Right. We have other methods besides deductive reasoning to find out who the true thief is. Let's just examine what they've said first to decide. The cook said the helper did it. The tailor said it wasn't her. The merchant said it was the cook.
По
And
идее,
the
в
helper said
таких
it wasn't him.
загадках обычно есть
So, Do you know who the culprit is?
какое-то решение, основанное типа на логике. То есть это что-то из серии, это загадка, которая написана задачкой для детей. Ее надо решить на Олимпиаде, блин, по математике. Я это так воспринимаю, и меня бесит то, что я их не могу решить. Короче, давайте попробуем обвинить... Партник или помощник? Партник или помощник? Загадка в ежедневном квесте Белобога. Ну, кстати, в ежедневном квесте Белобога я их даже иногда решала. Но с некоторых пор я не решаю, я не делаю ежедневки. Из-за той обновы, которая позволила их не делать. Мне даже жаль. Они иногда веселые и интересные. Надо поделать. Но мне лень. Давайте партнерку обвиним. Хотя Хук сказала, что это не она. Я буду, короче, зеркалить Хук. То, что она говорит, это неправда.
Come on, let's go accuse the culprit.
Женщина, это ты сделала.
Figured it out. You're the one who stole Daddy's detector.
Это так забавно гонять Хук, заставляя ее говорить противоположную вещь. Она в прошлый раз такая, ну это точно не она.
Wrong. yourself.
Explain yourself.
Brains.
Brains.
Use your brains.
She's pretty stubborn about denying it. Should we think it over
Естественно, мы
again?
что-то упускаем, блин. Предположим, что парник лжет.
She's lying, then that makes her the thief. But then
В
the
этом
cook and
загадка.
merchant
Вот,
said would
всё.
contradict each other.
Да, нам же намекнули, что тут про трусу лай. Тут все, ща решу. Ща решу как задачку. Я же говорю, что это задачки грёбаные. Это значит, что они как раз наоборот не могут лгать. То есть они говорят, что они невиновны. Точнее, подождите-ка. Если она лжет, то она вор. Сейчас, все, поняла. Надо этих играть. Если... Да, это задачка по информатике. Если повар лжет, тогда помощник... Тогда помощник это вор. Но он говорит... Но повар, короче, точно не вор. Потому что тогда получается, что помощник говорит правду. И, соответственно... Это так не может быть. Если торгаш лжет. Нет, подождите. Блин. Секунду. Если повар лжет. Блин, обожаю загадки в скобочках нет. Если повар лжет. Нет, тогда нормально получается, кстати. Тогда этот говорит правду, что он невиновен. Так и есть. Тогда торгаш говорит правду. Да, если повар лжет, тогда он вор. Окей. Если торгаш лжет, сейчас тут диалог экрана.
What? I trusted your judge. Forget it. Let's go look around where Daddy kept the detector. Maybe we can find some clues there.
Блин, я что, не могу тебя с первого раза угадать, да? Ладно. Короче, повар может быть вором. Но надо, наверное, от торгаша играть. Если торгаш лжет, тогда повар невиновен. Это значит, что он говорит правду. И тут происходит несостыковка. Значит, торгаш точно говорит правду. Торгаш оправдан. Повар может быть виновным. Ну, показания помощника и партнерки нам ничего не говорят, наверное. Так, ладно, что тут у нас? Это палатка, которую Ферсман временно позаимствовал в убежище. Видно, что она перевернута. О, смотри, на землю упала этикетка с грузового
This is
ящика.
the label from a supply box. I know where those boxes are. That way. Let's go take a look.
На-на-на-на-на.
people must have been on this box. Wait a minute. What's that smell? It's got a spicy smell. This smells like stone-grilled Om.
А, кстати, если помощник лжет, это значит, что остальные говорят правду, а это невозможно, потому что там двое обвиняют друг друга. То есть он точно говорит правду. Короче, это повар. Окей. Я решила загадку, но я притворюсь, что я ее не решила. Вот.
There won't be any eating until we find the culprit. Oh, the thief appears to have taken Daddy's treasure. And it seems that this damaged probe is one of the detector's components. Has Daddy's treasure been sold already? Oh, where could the thief have gone? Think, Hook, think.
Возможно, он уже совершил самоубийство.
Oh, yeah! I saw Mr. Sampo on the way to the mine when I came here. Could he be involved in this?
Думаю, Сампо невиновен. Нет никаких доказательств, подтверждающих это.
Follow, Hook? Mr. Sampo should be that way. Mr. Sampo's always at the clinic hanging around Miss Natasha. Hook thought he was really sick or something. If he's working with the thief, then he's also a bad guy.
Опачки.
My friend, are you serious?
Are you
This device is
serious?
quite rare. Are you really willing to sell it to me at such a low price?
No, why are you making this so complicated? Do you want it or not? Just tell me.
You two stop right there. Pitch Dark Hook the Great has arrived.
А, то есть, если ты не угадал загадку, то ты не угадал загадку. Ладно, окей. Сампо, что ты здесь делаешь?
Just doing a little business. What's all the fuss?
Он хочет продать краденое?
Oh boy, I knew it was too good to be true. I gotta make this clear. I have nothing to do with this fella. You have to trust me. Miss Hook, please, don't point that thing at me. It's scary.
Hey, how can you sell me out like that? We had a deal.
You stole Daddy's treasure. Diggertron will not spare you.
Повар спрашивает повара, какова твоя профессия?
This is all that old Bursman's fault. Just because he has this device I'm holding, he can make a fortune. It's not fair.
Well, it seems you guys have some issues to sort out, so maybe I should leave.
Персман нужнее, я так решила.
The heck if I care? With the underworld in such a sad state, how are we supposed to survive if we don't resort to robbing and stealing? Anyway, I got the device now. Come take it, if you have the guts.
Любишь боль, да?
Diggertron, get ready.
Ну, вы будете знать, что я решила загадку и гордиться мной, да?
Lend me your strength. Touch for a bug. Give me strength.
These are devils. I'll crush them all.
In the lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
talk tough for someone who can't fight.
Хорошо
Come
продал.
on, hand the detector over to Hook.
На ледяной металл. Ах.
No, Daddy's treasure! It's broken!
Жизнь полна разочарований. Мне жаль, малышка.
But...
Hey! Now this is Sampo's time to shine.
Ты еще здесь?
Of course! I wouldn't want to miss out on seeing you and Miss Hook's acts of heroism, would I? Listen here. There's a fellow in Bouldertown they call Balloway the Miner's Lamp. He's an appraiser. Although he claims that he doesn't do appraisals anymore for ancient relics, he actually still does a bit behind the scenes for ones that are of especially high value. I think this device of yours is probably worth a lot. It might be a good idea to try your luck with Balloway. Here's a trick. First, pretend that you want to sell it for a low price, then wait for him to excitedly fix the device for you. After it's fixed, tell him you changed your mind and you want to keep it for yourself. This business tactic is what I call
Бог дал,
a
Бог взял.
bait and switch. Pretty
Я в
clever.
каком-то фильме такое видела.
Balloway the Miner's
По-моему, в
Lamp.
этом, в
Got
12
it.
стульях.
Thanks, Mr. Sampo. Let's go into town to find him.
Have a safe trip.
Вообще, скатертью дорожка — это некорректный перевод. Потому что он подразумевает негативный подтекст. Типа, ну и валить, проваливайте. А сам поговорил просто,
Where there are
типа,
people, there is
счастливо добраться.
noise.
Или что-то в этом духе.
If you're looking for ancient relic appraisal, find someone else.
Можете взглянуть на детектор.
I'm already retired from appraising ancient relics, so unless this detector is some kind of precious treasure...
Look at this! The detector's probe broke off. Can you fix it?
Oh, ho, ho. This certainly is a rare relic. Let me take a closer look.
Oh, yes! Look extra close. You have to help Hook fix it.
Хук, ну зачем ты говоришь?
This device... I've been in the business for a long time,
Хорошо, что
but
он не
never have I
слушает.
seen an ancient relic like this one before. I think this is probably beyond repair. But still, it is a rare treasure. Even broken, I'd be willing to pay a high price for it. What do you say? The detector's probe is gone. It's like searching for something without eyes or ears. Now, it's nothing more than a pile of junk with no practical value. I'm willing to offer a generous price for this thing, so do you want to sell it or not?
Босс, мне кажется, нам пора.
All right then. Let's go find Daddy.
Угораю с этой Тани всегда. Ой. Я выбрала не тот путь. Подождите. Я по жизни выбираю не тот путь, пойду этой дорогой, короче. Длинный.
Where have you been, Hook? I was just about to go looking for you. Come on, let's go home. I'll cook some salt-baked
Блин,
rock
хочу
crabs
краба.
for you.
Ребят. Я, кстати, не уверена, ела ли я краба когда-нибудь. Или только креветки.
What's wrong with
Хочу
this
краба
kid?
попробовать. Знаешь ли детектор?
Vein detector? The one I lost?
Big Sister and Hook helped Daddy catch the thief that stole it. But
Ну, крабовые палочки это не краб, блин. Это вообще другой экспириенс.
If only I could have found it sooner.
So it was stolen. You're not hurt, are you, Hook?
I'm fine. Daddy, can you see if your detector still works?
The geomarrow probe is damaged. I'm afraid this thing won't work anymore.
Фауста, ты пробовал краба?
I'm sorry, Daddy. I didn't help one bit.
What are you apologizing for? Thank you so much for looking out for me, Hook.
But Daddy's treasure.
Ладно.
Don't cry, Hook. Daddy's true treasure has been here all along. It was never lost or broken.
Милашечна. Сокровище иногда плачет, смекаешь?
It can cry.
The detector helped me find lots of geomarrow veins, and it saved the mining team a lot of money. In that respect, it was a very good thing. But at the end of the day, the detector is just a tool. A true treasure must have irreplaceable importance to someone.
Doesn't really understand.
That's okay. I'm saying some things that might seem strange, but you will understand someday.
So, the treasure Daddy's talking about
is still happily running and jumping around.
Daddy! You're not allowed to see him cry! Go away!
Маленький милый квестик, который это... А, их тут нет, да? Ну ладно. Который ты проходишь дольше из-за того, что нещадно тупишь. Что ж, это ли не база? Так. Давайте пойдем на квест сервал. А, он многоквестный? Окей, я поняла. 123-я почетная соратница кротов. Я Хук, великий мрак. Я кое-что позаимствовала у Джулиана, чтобы послать сообщение. Не совсем в состоянии использовать печатать трудно. О, да, у меня есть кое-что. Мне нужна помощь, поспеши, не говори старой ведьме, или тебе конец. Ладно. Значит, пошли на следующую серию.
Where there are people, there
И
is
у Наташи
noise.
многоэтапный, ничего себе.
Honorary member of the moles, listen up.
В чем дело, Хук?
Thank you for helping Hook find the detector. But now, Hook needs to ask you another favor.
Это я могу.
I haven't even mentioned what this is about, but that's the spirit. You truly are an honorary member of the moles. Hook and Daddy's birthday is approaching. Every year at this time, we exchange gifts and celebrate our birthday together.
В один день? Ничего себе.
Yeah? What's the problem? Daddy's job has been more difficult since moving to Boulder Town. He gets home really late every day. I don't want to use his hard-earned money to buy a gift.
Попроси у Наташи.
I've broken a thing or two in the clinic, you see. I'm too embarrassed to ask for help from the old witch. Actually, I still have some valuable treasure of my own in Rivet Town. It's a shame I left it there. If I go bring it back and sell it for a decent price, I can buy a gift for Daddy without begging anyone for money. I know that Rivet Town is super dangerous right now. That's why I'd like to enlist you as my bodyguard. That way, even if the old witch finds out later, I won't be the only one getting a scolding. Then it's settled! Let's meet in Rivet Town. I'll be waiting for you in a safe spot. You're not allowed to not come. Oh, Gran. What took you so long? Hook's been waiting here for ages.
Я буквально телепортировалась к тебе. Но даже не было времени передохнуть.
Okay, whatever you say. As long as you're here now, it's fine.
Ух ты, что-то там крутится на доме.
I got some good news and some bad news.
Вентиляция.
Which do you want to hear first?
Всегда надо с плохой начинать.
I told the rest of the moles about the plan, and Julian asked me to get some treasure for him. If we don't help him, he'll tell the old witch where we've gone. The good news is that he's willing to contribute to our adventure. Look, he gave me this gardening shovel.
Безобразие.
Well, Julian has been a huge help to me. Consider this returning the favor. Well, the treasure won't grow legs and find us, will it? Come on, let's go. Julian's adoptive parents used to own a business in this area. When we were all forced to leave the town, there were lots of things they didn't have time to take with them, so... It shouldn't be too hard to locate his treasure. Let's start by looking over there. Ah, we found Julian's treasure! No, not the key. These glass marbles. Oh, look at all the different colors. Bet it wasn't easy collecting all these. What? You don't know? Have you never played marbles before? Oh, by the way, what does this key open? Oh, maybe Julian knows. What's that look on your face? Oh, I get it. You don't think this jar of glass marbles is worth anything, right?
Ты чё, я же, блин, Я мусорный этот енот. Для меня все
Don't even
имеет
try to
ценность.
pretend otherwise. The look on your face sold you out. Let me tell you something. This jar of marbles means a lot to the moles. Julian used it to help the moles overcome a super huge crisis for which he was promoted to second in command.
Он использовал бусины, чтобы сражаться с монстрами из фрагментума.
Of course it wasn't that, but his accomplishments are nothing to be scoffed at. In the past, the kids in town were arch rivals to us at the orphanage. Those kids used to bully us, relying on the pocket money that their parents gave them.
Пусть ребенок думает, что может меня прочитать. Ха-ха-ха-ха-ха.
One time, they sent us a formal declaration of war, challenging the moles to a marbles competition. We were all well aware that we didn't stand a chance. We at the orphanage only had some old glass marbles we scavenged from the side of the road, which are no match for those rich kids' marbles. Nonetheless, Julian bravely accepted the challenge and triumphantly returned with a pile of colorful glass marbles he won. It was incredible.
В чем суть игры-то?
Yep. So, now you know why you wanted us to find this treasure. All right, enough chit-chat. Next, we need to find my treasure. Time to get to work. Hook's treasure is hidden below the orphanage near the mine's entrance.
Ой, так прикольно перерисовали эти шарики.
This doesn't feel like the Rivet Town I remember. Do you think the orphanage is like this now too? This place is nothing like it was before I left. Boxes and minecarts are all over the street. What a mess. Oh, did someone move my treasure too? I used to keep it in the mining team's junk pile. Behind the corner, there were heaps of geomarrow and boxes. Hopefully it hasn't been taken.
Пошла искать.
I'll look with you. We'll definitely find it if we work together.
Бау. Да, обожаю его.
What a shame, honorary member. In the end, we still had to rely on Pitch Dark Hook the Great herself.
Ну,
Quick,
я
help!
сама.
I can't reach it, it's too high.
Окей. Что здесь?
Look, it's in this box. This miniature drill rig was given to me by a guy from Daddy's mining team as a birthday present. I'm going to turn it on.
Работает?
It won't turn on. Look, just don't talk to me right now. I need to calm down. Honorary member, I wonder, how much do you think Julian's glass marbles would sell for?
Нам их нельзя продавать, это не наше. Ай, это такое на счета получится.
That's it? Ugh, guess I'll have to abandon my evil plan. That might work. But it'll be pretty expensive to fix, right?
И с тобой, ха-ха, взрослая женщина.
Not
С
possible.
деньгами.
Daddy said that guy went missing one day and he never saw him again. Maybe he went someplace far away.
Не-не, я того... Это... Я про того дядю из Кримем. Которого зовут как дьявола.
I have no idea when he'll come back, so that definitely won't work. Oh, wait a second! I hid another treasure at the orphanage! I want to sell it, but if I want to buy Daddy a gift, I don't have any other choice. Honorary member, please, please help me look for it. Just one more time. Ah, yay! Let's go! Why are there so many monsters here? We need to deal with them first.
Да я угораю со всех этих ребят, которые стоят не по таймлайнам на фоне.
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them. Time for a buzz. This is double speed. Give me strength. Lend me your strength.
Ну, раз квест не тоже двойной. Может быть, он даже останется на следующей неделе. Ну, посмотрим, посмотрим.
Time for a buzz. Wait! Let me take a look at my notes. I marked the location where I stashed the treasure. It's a reward from the old witch. You'll know what it is after I dig it up. Go down the stairs on the left, then walk 10 paces forward. Turn right, walk another 15 paces, spin around 10 times, then keep walking forward. Oh no! I'm doomed! The second half of my notes are completely ruined!
Ну, так много
What kind of
написала.
lame treasure map would it be if it only had 1 or 2 steps? Without the second half of my notes, how will I ever find the treasure? Really? Quick, let me see.
Let's use the home use object finder to help Hook search.
Beep, beep,
Говорящая
beep.
Стелла.
Finding the home use object finder at your service. Please say the target object you want to search for.
Oh, wow. This little thing, it can talk?
Wow, you can talk as well, little thing.
Huh, aren't you sassy? But if you can help me find my treasure, I'll let it slide. What's this? Oh, looks like something is written on it.
Для на
For
часть 50 лет.
Julian 50 years in the future. Whatever. Since we've already dug it up, let's open it.
Если отравлен.
Really? Oh, the old witch did say that some things will emit a poisonous gas after being buried for a long time. Okay, forget it. Let's not open it.
90% капсул времени выкопал не я. Да, мы портим статистику дальше.
Beep, beep, beep. Interastral peace appliances, your most trustworthy companion. Beep, beep, beep. Findy will create a calendar reminder for when you want to visit an Interastral peace appliances store. Beep, beep, beep. Findy will create a calendar reminder for when you want to visit an Interastral peace appliances store. Beep, beep, beep. Interastral peace appliances, your most trustworthy companion. Beep, beep, beep. As stated in the terms of service, my search result accuracy and reliability are not guaranteed. For more information, please call Interastral Peace Appliances.
Here it is! My teddy bear! The old witch gave it to me as a gift. Yes! He's called Junjun. Whoa, Junjun. How did you get covered in dirt? And why do you have so many loose threads? If we don't get you cleaned up, no one will buy you. The old witch said that Junjun isn't just any old teddy bear. He'll be worth a lot of money once he's cleaned up. There's no other way. I haven't learned to sew yet. I'll have to ask the old witch for help. If she finds out I went somewhere I shouldn't have gone, Hook will get lectured all over again. What? So what if the old witch yells at me? Hook still has to prepare the gift for Daddy. We found the treasure. Let's split. The monsters here give Hook goosebumps. Ooh, too scary. I'm warning you. Don't you dare tell the old witch about Hook's plan to sell the treasure.
Логично. Другой вопрос, что она, возможно, догадается. Блин, ну вообще такую вещь нельзя продавать, конечно. Она бесценна.
Where there are people, there is noise.
Hook? What are you...
Natasha? Junjun's in bad shape. Can you help me fix him?
I remember giving you Junjun. I haven't seen this fella in years. Where did you find him?
The wind brought him back to me.
Be honest with me, Hook.
Big sister helped me find him in the Rivet Town orphanage.
Это не я, это Стелла.
You had her take you to the Fragmentum just for this teddy bear? Hook, how many times have I told you?
Natasha, please. Please help me fix Junjun. I'll clean the clinic for you for a whole month.
You say that every time, and then...
Great, see you soon! Big sister, I'll leave Junjun with you.
What am I going to do with that girl? You shouldn't indulge her, outsider. I know it's difficult to tell Hook no, but sometimes it just has to be done. Junjun. So she gave her bear a name, huh? I've lost count of all the dolls I've made. To be honest, I wasn't expecting her to like this one so much. It was an award I used to give
Как
the
же
kids in
приятно
Rivet
слушать
Town for
Наташу,
good
а?
behavior. Can you imagine what an orphanage is like with so many difficult children? I mean, I had to come up with a solution to get them to behave. Hook pretended to be well behaved for a month in order to get Junjun. She ate on time, slept on time, even stopped fighting with the other kids. Of course, as soon as she got her award, she went straight back to her old self. Hook has an uncanny ability to rally people to her cause, both adults and children. It's a skill, all right, and forcing her to be well-behaved puts a lid on it. Well, this teddy bear has sure been through the wars. Don't worry, I'll help Hook repair Junjun, but I'll need to find some stuffing. Wait, look at the eyes. Ugh, please don't say that. They must be Erebus? Huh. Strange, I didn't notice when I sewed them on. There's no shortage of surprises in life. Well, our war-torn bear here just became a priceless doll. Not bad, Junjun.
I wish you all a journey that is free.
Итак, дилемма становится все более тяжелой. Дорогая тебе игрушка. Оставишь ты ее себе или продашь, чтобы сделать подарок отцу? Ругал.
But you were only there to help cook. I'm sorry, honorary member. Never mind that. You didn't tell her what I was really up to, did you?
Ничего такого, босс.
Great. Your loyalty as an honorary member of the moles is acknowledged. Anyway, why are you still standing here, silly? Do you have something to report to the boss of the moles? Gems? Does that mean he's worth a lot of money?
Наташа это... могла меня обмануть. Ты передумала продавать?
What are you talking about? Of course I do. If the gems are expensive, Hook can buy a better birthday gift for Daddy. I don't want to keep Junjun's eyes. If some kid gets a Junjun with no eyes, they'll be sad, right? Anyhow, this is super useful intel. If you've been with the moles a bit longer, I'd be promoting you to third in command right now.
Если бы у тебя было больше времени. До слез. Просто до слез.
I'll need your help again after Natasha fixes Junjun. Always be prepared to answer the call of Pitch Dark Hook the Great. Oh, Gran.
Он настолько многоэтапный, да?
Where can I get some...
Ну-ка. Спасибо большое, но не задирай нос. Этого недостаточно, чтобы стать заместителем босса среди кротов. Сперва нужно обойти меня, а я не планирую отказываться от должности. Ага. О. Я не читала эту книгу. Я вообще вообще не читаю книги. Стань 4-м кротом. В конце каждого раздела тебя ждет загадка. Ребята, как вы относитесь к загадкам? Возле входа летнего кафе в сточном проходе. Большой шахте Камнеграда. Леса с приложами. Клипка городе. Запретная зона. Окей. А в Голубок есть первобытные джунгли? Коты, сильные, умные, коты, вам в руки бразды. Окей. Глубоко. Так. Сделаем перерыв на квест-сервал.
Where there are people, there is noise.
Кстати, интересно, чьи будут новые квесты? А на стриме же не анонсили новые квесты? Это значит, что их не будет? Или они их не анонсят?
Weather's pretty nice, huh?
Эй, привет, Рокерша.
Where did they get to?
Где же она?
Ah! Speak of the devil.
Ух
I was
ты,
just
это
wondering
обо
when you
мне.
might show up.
Никогда не отказываюсь от бесплатного послеобеденного чая.
Don't worry, there's enough to go around. On the house. Order
Блин,
whatever you like.
мы все эти... Блин, я считаю, что классика моих стримов — это когда мы играем и в итоге понимаем, что мы все голодные и хотим есть.
There's something I need your help with. I had to make it up to you somehow. Looks like we're not the only ones who wanted afternoon tea today, though. We'll have to stand up for the time being.
Ну, тогда можно начать и пить чай.
Don't drink too much, or you won't be able to sleep tonight. Anyway, About the something I needed your help with.
Ну, раз что меня так угостила.
Don't get ahead of yourself. This might be more complicated than you think. How can I put this? If I remember correctly, you, March, and Don Hong came here on that train. The Astral Express, right?
Да.
I was wondering, is the train accepting new passengers?
Да. Нужно сдать экзамен.
Boarding exam? Like a test? I can do that. That sounds like the admission system that schools in Bellabog use. I'm wondering, though, are there any restrictions against, aliens like me from boarding the train?
Инопланетянка.
You see, there's not much left for me here except to carry on repairing equipment in the workshop. I like practicing the guitar, and performances are fun, but the crowds are pretty small. Besides, I'm a researcher. How could I not get excited about the chance to explore new worlds up close? Everyone gets tired of living in small places like
Не ожидала,
Bellabog
что
after
она
a few
меня
years, right?
попросит на экспресс ее забрать. А чё не забрали-то? Добро пожаловать.
Really? You're gonna say yes, just like that?
Но нужно спросить у остальных.
I understand. I'm counting on you. I know this is a lot to ask out of the blue, so apologies in advance. I knew I could count on you.
There goes Serval. I better send Himiko a text and ask about the request. Or I guess I could ask Mr. Yang. Or Pom Pom. Who's the best one to ask?
Да Химика, конечно.
Let's send a message to Himiko.
Моя подруга хочет кофе. Лучший способ. Умная. Окей. Так, где мы ее найдем у себя?
Come around and have a look.
Опа, Гэппи, привет.
You should go and talk to Lady Bronya, Serval. It was her personal invite, after all.
I know. Let me think about it.
Знаешь, я спросила.
You're just in time. Any news yet?
Perfect timing. Please, talk some sense into her.
I knew it.
Словами или кулаками?
Hey! You're taking his side already?
Serval, I understand your reluctance to rejoin the Silvermane Guards. But Lady Bronya values your talent, and she sees how much you could contribute to the rejuvenation of Belobog. So I came to talk to you about it. In any case, you should at least pay her a visit.
Так, ну визит можно.
Okay, I get it. I'll make a trip to Klipoth Fort and tell Bronya what I really think. Sorry, I need to get this over with. Let me know what they said when I get back.
Same old Serval.
Броня огорошил известие о том, что Сервал уезжает на Звездном экспрессе.
Join the Express? I see. No wonder she seemed so flustered. So, that's what's on her mind. Sorry, my head's still in the argument. It's like this. As you know, my sister used to be one of the research team leads in the Silvermane Guard's technology division. Stellarons were her main area of research. But her expertise went far beyond Stellarons. She was, and still is, well-versed in mechanical engineering and other fields. Immediately after her succession, Lady Bronya set her sights on Serval's talents. The Supreme Guardian wants her to resume her technological research and be a shining light for the revitalization of Belobog. However, you saw her attitude just now. I doubt her meeting with Lady Bronya will change anything. It'll probably just leave them both feeling dejected. I think there's more than one element to it. My intuition tells me this is mostly linked to Madame Cocolia's passing.
Логично.
That's true, but... never mind. It's just a personal hunch. I've never been good at reading my sister's mind. I can tell the two of you have a close bond. If you get the chance, see if you can persuade her to open up about it. Hand on heart, I wouldn't want to see her sitting behind a desk in Klipoth Fort and sighing all day either. Belobog is too small a place for a mind as inquisitive as Serval's. Maybe it would be better for her to join you on your journey. I'll admit, I'm a little worried about how she plans on getting all this across to Lady Bronya. Are you busy? Let's go and wait for her in front of Klipoth Fort.
Сервал никому не сказала, и он узнал третье лицо. Ну, она сама еще не знала ответ, по сути. Наверное, она бы сказала, когда бы я ей ответила, мол, химика согласна. Какой хороший братец, а? Ну, душка.
You know what I mean.
Doesn't seem like they finished talking yet. I hope it's not turning into a shouting match. Let's go in.
Зайдем, они чай пьют. Чел, не парься.
I understand your circumstances, Serval. I respect your choice. It was my mistake to make an unwarranted request without considering your own wishes. Allow me to offer you my apologies. I hope you don't take this matter to heart.
No need, Bronya. You're a Supreme Guardian now. Don't let a little thing like this... Besides, I'm the one who should be apologizing. I've put my own personal reasons ahead of Balabog's reconstruction.
I get it, Serval. After all, you and Mother...
Извини, 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 извини. Извини, и ты меня извини.
Sorry. I
Извини.
don't mean to open up old wounds. But there's something I need to ask you. This guitar, I found it after going through Mother's old
Ух ты,
things.
классно.
She was never a music lover, so I thought this might be connected to you.
Kokolia, you...
Huh?
It's nothing. You're right, it does belong to me. In fact, it once belonged to me and Kokolia. It was our shared treasure. If you don't mind, Rania, could I take it back to the workshop?
Of course. I'm sure there's a story behind it. But that's between you and Mother. I won't pry.
Ну да, тут
I hope you have an amazing
интересно,
journey,
конечно,
Serval.
расспросить.
Do remember to visit home when you get the chance.
I will. Thank you, Rania.
Хых.
I assume you heard our conversation just now.
Ух ты, какой саундтрек.
I didn't expect her to be so open-minded. And she didn't even try to persuade me to stay. She didn't summon me just to return the guitar, did she?
Могла, ха.
I wouldn't rule it out. She's good at reading people's minds. She would have known that you'd never set foot in Klopoth Fort voluntarily.
After all these years, I never thought I'd set eyes on this guitar again. Guess we're stuck with each other.
Да тут неуемное любопытство всех играло и играет, и в том числе самой Брони. Коля тоже любила рок-н-ролл.
If she did, I never knew about it.
Ага.
The story behind this guitar. It'll take a while to tell. When we were in cadet school, Kokolia and I were notoriously disruptive. We were always coming up with the next crazy invention. We called it exploring the infinite possibilities of new technologies.
Я обожаю эти отмазки.
This guitar was one of those inventions. Kokolia came up with a name. The Super Electromagnetic Flux Player. Or electric guitar, for short.
Неплохо.
Not really, no. She was a military history major, very different from what I was doing. Still, we hung out every day. It's only natural that my love for inventing would rub off on her. I told you it'd take a while to tell the story. Let's get back to the workshop first. By the way, want to help me pack my bags? That melody.
That's one of yours, right?
I didn't think many people liked that one. Seems the city might have a few nice memories of me after I'm gone. Well, it's getting late. Let's head back.
You know what I mean.
Блин, даже жаль, что мы ее не забрали. Типа, покаталась бы с нами, да и привезли бы мы ее обратно. Чё такого?
you're here. Come on, let's gossip. Ah, there's no place like home. I never feel completely free out there. Chapard, can you lend your dear sister a hand? Help me pack my bags.
Am I allowed to refuse? This place, just looking around gives me a headache.
Okay, I promise this is the last time. I'm about to go traveling with her. Who knows how long it'll be before I can visit home again. You should help me pack while you still have the chance.
Fine. I'll give you a hand.
You just need to make yourself at home. You've done plenty of work already.
And I thought I was messy.
Looks like Japard's got his work cut out for him.
Неоконченное письмо.
Oh, that's a letter I was gonna send to my mom. I haven't even finished writing it. There's nothing personal in it. Have a read if you like.
You're still writing to Mom and Dad?
Only to Mom. You know, I still don't get along with Dad.
You know, Serval, if you're really leaving Belobog for a while, you should pay them a visit first.
I'll think about it.
Блин, интересный квест.
Since you're so curious, I'll give you the whole story. This guitar was actually given to me as a birthday present by Kokolia a long time ago. I came up with the design, but I was never able to build it. Some of the raw materials were either too expensive or too hard to get a hold of. She helped me turn the concept into reality. Quick as lightning,
Блин,
always keeping her word.
прикольно.
That
Здорово.
was her way of doing things. Back then, I thought we'd be friends for life.
If it was a gift, why was it in Madame Kokolia's office?
I don't think anyone realized, but back then we were so close we didn't even differentiate between each other's possessions. We shared pretty much everything. We lived in the same dormitory, went to the same school together every day, ate together, whiled away the time together, and occasionally talked about music together, though it wasn't something she was overly familiar with. That's how things were until the day we fell out.
Возможно, я чувствую себя
A lot of our
привязанной
shared
к папе,
possessions
поэтому
never left her
трудно
office again.
писать листа, так резко уходит. Ну, не привязывать же это человека к себе, да?
I was always looking forward to the day she'd return this guitar. I thought that would be the day we could bury the hatchet. Now that I think about it, perhaps I was too naive. She'd probably forgotten it even existed. And that's the only Kokolia you guys ever got to know, huh? Always ahead of everyone else, never looking back, even for a second. She put it all out of her mind. Me and every memory to do with me.
Да, смогла бы, конечно. Она так ее прям анализирует.
You think so too?
Let bygones be bygones, sister.
How did the conversation get so heavy again? No good. Let's talk about something interesting. You know something, Japard? That guitar case in your hand and my guitar? They're both from the same prototype. The super electromagnetic flux player.
I never knew your guitar had a connection to me, too. Quite the story.
Well, let's see. Ah, yes. Silvermane Guard's standard issue portable heater.
О, нет, все,
It's broken now.
Стражи без тебя замерзнут.
It's a family heirloom. It belonged to Rhonda once. You should take care of it.
I wanted to keep it with me. But that's the problem with old things. The less you use them, the easier they break. Besides, no one's paying me to fix it, right? Hey, wait a minute. Didn't I teach you a few machine overhaul skills? Want to practice on this old antique?
Загадки Белобога, хорошо.
Here we go again. You don't have to do everything she tells you.
The principle behind this machine and the one you fixed when you first came to the workshop is the same. You'll understand when you see it. So, I'll leave this one to you. In return, how about I tell you the backstory behind it?
Возможно, не стоит пускать тебя на эксперимент.
I knew you were a reliable apprentice. Think about it. You helped me fix my machine the first time you came here, and now you're helping me the last time, too. That's called having a beginning and an end, right?
А вы драматург.
Well done for putting up with her for this long.
Wow, great job. Like I said, a reliable apprentice. As promised, let me tell you the story behind this little heater. Its original owner was an ancestor of the Landau family, Rhonda Landau. She was one of our great heroes who participated in the defense of Belobog 700 years ago. The records tell that during the decisive battle, she led 2 Silvermane Guard brigades. She engaged the enemy for 4 full days and nights in the fight for the city. I still have the newspaper clippings from that time.
Интересно,
I'll
она
show
вообще
you when I
не
get the
спала
chance.
за этот срок 4 дня и ночи?
Of course. After all, she was a Landau.
Take responsibility for your choices and the people of Belobog. Every Landau is driven by that ethos.
Да, сказал, как отрезал. Что забыли? Вот. Образец редкого растения.
Oh, that? It's a botanical specimen. Little Lynxie sent it during one of her research trips.
О, как мило.
As for the name, I can't quite recall.
The Snowman's Palm.
Ладонь Йети.
And little Lynxie is the youngest sister of the Landau family, by the way.
Ah, yes. Snowman's Palm. My memory's the worst.
И вон там тоже скулентики какие-то стоят. Наверное, тоже речкой попривозила все.
It's the only plant here that looks like it's still alive.
Hey, watch it. Anyway, this specimen means a lot to me, so I'm bringing it with me. Thanks for the reminder. That should be everything.
And I thought I was messy.
Looks like Japard's. Now, what am I gonna call this new song? Finally, I think I must have left cadet school with about the same amount.
No easy job. Serval, I want to ask you again. Do you really want to leave Belobog and go with the Trailblazers?
Да, какой же у него красивый этот... даже не знаю, плащом это, наверное, не назвать, да? Лента? Или все-таки плащ?
Of course. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I can't miss it. What's wrong, Japard? I see. Can't let go of your dear old sister, huh?
True.
Forget it. I don't want to complicate things for you. But before you leave, I have one last request to make. The garrison is heading down to the underworld soon, to survey the situation around Boulder Town. Why don't you come with me?
Huh? You just said you didn't want to complicate things for me, and now you're sending me on a mission. Aha! You just want to spend as much time as possible with me before I go, right?
No, it's not that. I've heard there are a lot of old energy hubs in the underworld, and you're probably the only person in Belobog who knows how to inspect them.
Вот это отмазался быстро.
Since you're leaving one way or the other, why don't you do the people of the city one last favor before you go?
Even at a time like this, you're still thinking about the people. I don't know what to say. All right, I'll help you out. The first and last time the Landau siblings will work together.
Thanks, sis. If you have the time, could you accompany the garrison? You're Belobog's hero. I'm sure you must be popular in the underworld. The Silvermane guards will face less resistance if you come with us. Thanks. I'll contact you when the guards have finished their preparations.
I'm tired of packing. Let's leave it here for today. Thanks for your help. I drank all the tea. Why am I getting sleepy?
Жиза. У них у всех он многоступенчатый, я поняла.
Now, what am I gonna call this?
Да, я так долго к этому готовилась. Если сейчас пойду на попятную, сильно пожалею. Тем не менее, с кем не хочу обсуждать причин, надеюсь, ты меня поймешь. Ага. Если уж так сильно припечет, буду донимать его сообщениями. Справедливо. У нас же есть мотылки.
I'm heading back to the military zone later. Do you want to go with me? Huh? If you want my opinion... All I can say is that it's in character for her to say something and then do it without thinking. She's always been impulsive. She doesn't mind creating a headache or two along the way. If she can remedy that habit during her trip with you, then I guess it will have been worth it.
Yeah.
You're a very reliable person. Even I feel lucky to have you as her travel companion. Still, don't underestimate her ability to drive people crazy. If at some point your crew can't take it anymore, just send her back.
Этот ответ просто прелесть. Если вы в какой-то момент вы большие не сможете терпеть, отправьте обратно.
Pela and I are probably the only ones in the world who know how to handle her. Oh, and that assistant of hers too, Molly. It's getting late. Let's get ready to move. Is there something else you wanted to talk about? Agreed. As soon as you're packed.
Red connects to red, white.
А, это прям тут. Музей так отмечен. А, мне вниз, я так понимаю. А вот лестница.
So, this friend of mine.
Ну, давай. С другой стороны, да?
You're here. Thanks again for agreeing to this.
Где остальной гарнизон?
They're behind us. If negotiations go well, then Dunn will lead them down into the underworld. He's a very capable sergeant. Upright, plain-spoken, a model Silvermane guard. I assume you remember him. You and Serval ambushed... subdued him in the Silvermane Guard restricted zone.
У меня другие ассоциации со словом усмирили. Иногда драки приводят к друга.
The conflict was a product of the situation. I understand. Not to mention, he wasn't in bad shape when we found him. Thank you for holding back. Don't worry. The hard work is already behind us. The highest priority for today is establishing good negotiations with the Chief of Wildfire. I'm about to get that process underway. Serval was a little delayed on the way over, but that doesn't affect our schedule. Let's set off.
Hold up, I wasn't that late.
Negotiations will be held in the Bouldertown Clinic. Serval and I are newcomers, so you'll have to lead the way.
О, сегодня все центрировано на клинике Камнеграда.
The underworld isn't exactly how I remember it.
Feels like we're not getting many friendly looks, huh?
Я предпочитаю длинную дорогу. Мы уже это поняли.
Darn vagrants.
Олежа.
Well, well, well. I don't think our little clinic has ever played host to an occasion like this.
We meet again, Mr. Oleg.
Oleg will do, son. Oh, you. You probably won't know. Our young Silvermane friend here and I had the pleasure of speaking to each other at a certain Guardian succession ceremony. We're not complete strangers. But as for this
У
young...
него такой хитренький голос на английском.
The name's Serval. I'm, an ex-engineer from the technology division, and Japard's sister? Pleasure to meet you, Chief.
Likewise, miss. The more the merrier. And it's good to have you here again. It bothered me and Natasha that we never arranged a formal welcome for you. Once we're done talking, you must all join us for a meal.
О, снова кушаем.
We'd be honored. But to your point, Oleg, let's finish our discussions first.
Это база, это основа.
Quite right. Let's head inside. Too much commotion out here.
Huh. So she's your sister. The Landau family is full of talented young people, I see.
You're worried that Underworlders might still hold a grudge against the Silvermane guards. So you want to show your solidarity with the Trailblazers to build some trust. Seems like a sound strategy to me.
Rebuilding trust between the two worlds has always been a priority for Lady Bronya. People here must have felt abandoned by the guards after the passage was sealed off. If we were to simply take over the Underworld in the name of the Supreme Guardian, I can only imagine how people would react.
Seems like you have a good handle on the situation. I see now why you made captain at such a young age.
So, you're also saying the guards want to work with Wildfire and use our reputation to win back people's support, correct?
Да, Наташа с подозрением к этому относится, конечно.
I wouldn't use those exact words, but that is more or less what we want to achieve.
If that's the case, I've got a question for you. Since this offer comes from those who left us to our fate for more than a decade, how would you react if Wildfire refused? Would you use force?
She's not trying to be diplomatic about it, is she?
No, she's got a point. Драк.
Who is she, anyway?
The barrier between the surface and the underground was the product of the former Supreme Guardian's misjudgment and the policies that resulted from it. The people of Belobog should have stood together, but instead, we were made to blame and hate one another. Lady Bronya wants Belobog to heal, so the Silvermane guards need to regain the people's trust. But we won't achieve that by kicking doors open and policing everyone around. As a grassroots organization, Wildfire did an extraordinary job maintaining order for over a decade in the absence of the guards. I can only imagine how much work you put in to protect the underworld. I can assure you that the guards are not here to seize power. If it takes time for the people to trust us, so be it. We're willing to take small measures and serve as an auxiliary force to Wildfire to help maintain peace.
Такие размышления, они не рождаются из ничего.
I hope you can see that everything we do to rebuild trust and make Belobog work for all.
I swear, he never used to be this emotionally intelligent.
That's an answer I can accept. Oleg, what do you think?
I think there's no need for the guessing game to continue. It's obvious we share the same goal.
Наташ просто решила испытать гепарда.
With the help of Bronya, Serval, and Shepard, we're one step closer to rebuilding a united Belobog.
Да, Сервал это не может поверить в его интеллект.
I agree. Tell Bronya that Wildfire will work with the Silvermane guards on security matters. However, things aren't simple down here. Please also tell her to draw up plans in case the situation demands...
Monsters! Monsters from the Fragmentum! They're swarming toward the town!
Not good. Stay here, Natasha. The patients need you. The soldiers and I will handle this.
Understood. We'll be counting on you.
Everyone rushed outside. I should probably see what's happening.
Are you hurt?
Let me...
Я всегда проверяю тебя, Наташ. Так. Где фрагментом?
Help my friends! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you all.
What happened? Take a breather.
The monsters invaded the mine. Please, you have to save my friends. Otherwise, those things would tear them apart.
Don't worry. The Silvermane guards are trained for these situations. Where do we find them?
The Great Mine! The one with the big ore vein!
Understood. I'll send my men to set up a perimeter and start the rescue operation right away. Mr. Oleg, please entrust the Silvermane guards with the rescue. The defense of Boulder Town will need Wildfire's expertise. Watch out for ambushes and be ready to receive wounded soldiers.
You're a natural-born commander. Understood. Leave it to me, son.
Сан. Он сказал сан.
Your troops will be unfamiliar with the layout of the mine. I'll send some of my men to be your guides.
Thank you. In the name of the preservation, I promise we'll do everything we can to save lives. I'll go on ahead and lead the troops to the mine. Catch up to us when you can.
I couldn't get a word in while they were talking.
Это правда.
A duty-bound soldier and a resistance leader. It's hard to be rock and roll in front of people like that.
Совсем не рок-н-ролл. Блин, это забавно.
You know, maybe I need to
Хорошая
put my
фразочка.
inner struggles in a broader context.
Рок-н-ролл значит выбирать свой собственный путь жизни.
My own way? I don't even remember what kind of life I want. It's just... I see people fighting for their
Лера
lives, and
фангерлит по
here I am
гепарду в
thinking about how to escape.
комментах.
I feel guilty about that. Wait a minute. Was that Japard's plan all along? Use guilt to make me stay?
Как кажется, гепард не стал бы так поступать.
That's true. Anyway, since he asked for help, it's time to give those monsters a shock. You know the way to the Great Mine, right? Let's catch up with Japard when you're ready. That's all you needed to say. Let's go.
Сама забыла, кого я обычно беру.
Put all artillery units on standby. Wait for my command to bombard enemy positions and cover our infantry advance. We have a choke point here. Tell all infantry units to switch to double line formation. Close quarters in front, gunners behind. Remember, get the wounded out as soon as possible, and always secure your flanks before advancing.
Yes, sir.
Ah, you're here. Get ready. We need to help the infantry lines drive deep into the mine. The back of the mine has been secured, which gives us a forward base to send in supplies. The Silvermane Wildfire Combined Regiment is conducting rescue missions as they advance. The battle is fierce. I need to get to the front line. I'll leave the command post to my officers.
I don't know much about warfare, but I don't see why a commander needs to lead the charge. The situation here is totally different from the restricted zone. Japard, let me and her clear the way for you. You should stay in your command post.
Thanks, Serval, but please trust my judgment on this.
Не лезь не в свое дело, сестра.
I made a promise to Mr. Oleg to save as many people as possible. I have to see to it myself.
There's no stopping you once you've made up your mind. Fine, we'll do it your way.
Let's move out. We need to clear a way for Wildfire and the guards. All civilians, please go to the bridge immediately. The Silvermane guards have set up a defensive perimeter. You'll be safe there.
Бегите, бегите, голубцы.
There's a monster heading this way. What should we do, Japard?
Бейте их.
Bring it down. We need to cover the retreat.
Stand still.
It made it easy for us, but we can't let our guards down. It's safe here. Let's move on.
Я понимаю, что мой квест это бить монстров фрагментума, но мне лень.
Japard, look! The miners have put up a makeshift defensive line.
Притворимся, что мы просто проскипали этот момент, когда я их сбиваю.
That's right. We're evacuating the miners together with Wildfire. Are there any other civilians up ahead?
The Silvermane guards and Wildfire are working together now? Oh, civilians. Ah, I saw a girl run out from our defensive position just now. My brother went after her, but they haven't come back.
Understood. I'll bring them back. The guards and Wildfire have set up defenses on the bridge. You should head over.
Thank you. Please, bring them back to safety.
Да.
Oh no! Monsters are coming this way!
Leave the battle to us. You need to fall back.
Okay. Thank you for saving us. We can't do this!
You can fight it, or rock with it!
Relax.
These are devils. I'll crush them all.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Вам тоже рекомендую что-нибудь.
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
Let's rock!
Stand still.
Let's keep searching for the missing girl and the miner.
Так, да.
Is it me or is it cold here?
Удивительно. Добро пожаловать в Белобок, сервал.
You're in
Они
danger.
сказали девочка.
Let's go.
А, ну это другие, наверное.
forward.
You can fight it or rock with it.
Get them.
Relax.
Да, команда
Time to say
подходит к профилю так надо. Особенно хлопом. Ребенок без психики.
Stand still.
Protect me, protect me.
Relax.
Но это буквально один из двух моих актуальных отрядов, которые я беру везде.
You two. It's too dangerous here. Find the Silvermane guards and Wildfire at the bridge. They'll protect you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Zeno, take my hand. Let's get out of here.
It's so cold here. I'm scared.
The monsters have gotten stronger somehow. I don't remember them being this difficult.
Thank goodness we got here in time. If we'd arrived any later...
That's one brave little girl. You were like that at her age too.
А, это ее называли девочкой. Ну ладно.
Huh? I wouldn't go that far. I only had Dad to deal with. He could be fierce, but nothing like the monsters here.
Блин, гепард жестко ностальгирует. Заранее причем.
Besides, my problem with him wasn't that he was a strict father. I just couldn't believe that he never lifted a finger to oppose Cocolia's order to seal the passageway. Vowing to protect the Underworlders in one breath, and then deciding they deserve to be abandoned in the next? Family code of conduct. What a joke.
Father was a soldier. He wasn't supposed to question the orders from his superiors. Never mind. I know I sound like I'm defending him, and I don't want to make you angry. At least now we've got the chance to right the wrongs.
I'm angry just thinking about it. Looking back, I'm glad I left home early.
Понимаю, гепарда. Понимаю, сервал.
Running away doesn't solve the problem. It's been ages since you two had those fights, but you still can't let it go. You need to walk out of his shadow. I'm not trying to change your mind. I just want to know that your choice to leave this planet is a result of having thought things through. Not because you're trying to run away from something.
My choice.
Sorry, I sound like Dad.
Don't worry about it. I get what you're trying to say. I do. It's just... I need some time. Let's focus on the business at hand. That miner we met said his brother came this way. We should look around.
Okay. Be careful, though. I sense a drop in temperature. Something's not right.
А, ну, видимо, может быть, из-за фрагментума холодно, короче.
It could mean something we haven't encountered before is waiting for us. Stay on your toes.
Короче, лед из космоса будем бить.
These monsters are tough. I need to find those kids.
Hey, did you just scare off a Fragmentum monster?
Kind of. There was one on its own. I managed to chase it away. Speaking of which, you came from that direction, right? Did you see two little kids, a girl and her brother? Ah, thank goodness. I chased the monster too far and lost them.
They'll be okay now. You should head back to the bridge too. The guards and Wildfire have set up a safe zone there.
Ah, thank you. All of you. I'm just glad they're okay. I can finally retreat as well. I heard there's a powerful monster down the road, some kind of leader of the pack. I'd take caution.
Thanks for the intel. We'll be careful. I think he was right about the monster. You two, no sudden moves. I've seen this type of monster a few times near the restricted zone. Ready? Here we go. Wait, don't get too close. Something's not right.
Huh? What is it?
These monsters are usually eager to fight. You're guaranteed a fierce battle if you see one in the Fragmentum. But this one doesn't seem concerned about us. This could be a trap. I'm not sure either. I just have a feeling that something's different.
The air... it's so cold.
Stellaron promises Serval.
Serval.
Did it just... talk?
Steady. Get ready to counter its attack.
Could Japard not hear that?
Japard, Serval, Londau.
Did it just say Japard and Serval?
That noise! Do Fragmentum monsters usually sound like this?
Monster говорит.
Talking? I just hear white noise. Wait, you understand it?
Он повторяет ваши имена.
Our names? What's happening here?
I heard rumors about this kind of monster. Shadows in the Fragmentum that assume human form are echoes of the will of past guardians. If the rumors are true, could it be?
Kalia?
Ага.
You just won't stop haunting me. I try everything to put the past behind me, and yet you always manage to creep up again. Kalia, you witch! You've terminated my research and ruined my life. What else do you want to take away from me?
Calm down, Serval. It's just a Fragmentum illusion.
All that time we spent together, was any of it real? It was so easy for you to just leave this world behind. Don't you at least owe me an explanation?
Serval!
Londau, stand down.
Serval, берегись.
There is no place for you. The promised new world.
Ага.
Sister, I know you want Madame Cocolia to respond. But this thing in front of us is our enemy. It was born out of the evil gathered in the Fragmentum. You won't get answers from it. Fight with us, sister. Let's dispel the shadow of the past once and for all. Of course, if you're not yet able to confront the past, then she and I will fight for you until your heart is ready.
Ты идешь? Давай покажем этому существу.
You two... I'm sorry, brother. I always make you worry when things get serious. But I see what you're doing. Reverse psychology, huh?
Это что за выражение, гепард?
Well, seeing as we've come this far, Cocolia, let's settle this bad blood right here, right now.
I can't do this!
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
Give me strength!
Time to say bye.
Знаешь, типа, если бы она решила, что для ее психологического спокойствия ей надо сначала поубегать от проблемы, Экспресс попал бы ей И, короче, мне кажется, это не такая критичная проблема на самом деле. То, что она отправилась бы с нами.
Why do you always have to stand in my way?
The temperature is returning to normal. The monsters are retreating. I think it's safe to say that the shadow of Madame Cocolia was the reason for this invasion. The other anomalies we experienced were probably also a direct result. Whatever the case, we've managed to avert a crisis. Are you okay?
Это была тяжелая битва.
Indeed it was. We're lucky to have an experienced fighter like you who can adapt to different enemies. It would have taken us much longer to fight off the shadow without you. Serval, how are you feeling?
I feel like something heavy has finally been lifted. All that noise before it perished. Did you catch what it said? I see. You really made no effort to correct your mistakes, Cocolia. Anyway, it doesn't matter anymore. From here on out, I'm over that woman.
I can tell you mean it this time. I'm happy for you, Serval. It's not easy to truly put the past behind you. Looks like we accomplished our mission. I need to get back to the guards and Wildfire to wrap things up. You two should head over to Natasha's place and check in on the wounded.
Sure. Come find us later at the clinic. Let's leave Japar to his business and head back to town.
Yay. Так, вернуться в клинику.
Oh, is that a stain? I like this coat.
I wish you all a journey that is free of illness. I see.
Пришлось на секунду задуматься.
Thanks for
Куда
bringing me up
нажимать.
to speed. The clinic has been busy while you were gone. We've treated many people, soldiers and civilians alike.
Ты на расхват, Наташа. Совершенно на расхват. А чё это у нее тут? Блин, надо будет посмотреть.
All in all, I owe everyone a big thank you. It would have been much harder if Wildfire had operated alone. Thanks to Captain Japard, we managed to keep our losses to a minimum. I'm sure people will begin to appreciate the Silvermane Guards after this battle.
Сервал тоже очень помогла.
How could I forget about you two? We couldn't have done it without your help.
You're too kind. They deserve the real credit. I doubt I'd have come back in one piece without them.
Все хвалят друг друга. Окей.
Sounds like you went through a lot of danger. Are you hurt, Miss Serval? I can have a look if you like.
I'm alright, don't worry. Everything worked out eventually. Let's wait for the rest of them to get back.
Miss Natasha, we've returned.
Is that Japard?
Она не узнала гепарда по голосу?
Mr. Oleg has a pretty good handle on what's needed in the mine. He's arranging for rescue teams and supplies to be sent over. He won't be back for a while.
Looks like you guys have the situation under control. Thank you. I'd love to sit down and chat with all of you, but I still have a backlog of patients to see.
Это за похвалы, которые мы все заслужили. Да, это я бы назвала круговорот похвалы.
Oh, there was a girl and her brother who said you saved their lives. You might want to check on them and see how they're doing.
Natasha's right. We should make sure those children are all right.
Come on, drink it up and you'll feel better.
But there's smoke coming out of it.
It's you. You saved us from the monsters in the mine. You guys are Silverman guards from the overworld, right? If you hadn't been there, we would have...
Привет, привет. Комментаторам.
I'll think of a way to repay you. I'll get a job and...
Главное, что с вами все хорошо.
That's very kind of you. If Mom and Dad were still here, they'd want us to return the favor.
Mom and Dad went somewhere far away a long time ago.
They'll come back one day, Zeno.
So, you're looking after your brother on your own? That must be hard.
Not really. It's my responsibility as a sister. I'm just worried that with all these monster engagements, maybe one day I won't. My brother is too young to survive in the underworld. To think he might have to live on his own.
The misjudgment of the former Supreme Guardian isolated the underworld for more than a decade. With that isolation came tragedy.
Точный конус на гепарда. Да, я прекрасно его помню. Это типа отсылка была.
But under Lady Bronya's leadership, the Silvermane Guards will atone for past mistakes and bring relief to the people. From now on, you don't need to worry about the safety of your family.
Captain Japard.
Taking care of yourself is hard enough under these circumstances.
Это секунда, когда она вкрашивалась в капитана суперкривых стражей. Все, пишите фанфики.
Zeno, right?
Yes, Mr. Captain.
You're still young, so you need to stay under your sister's wing. But when you grow up, remember to use what you've learned to protect her. Be there when she needs you, and listen to her when she feels vulnerable. She'll do the same for you.
Okay, sir. I'll protect my sister when I grow up.
Thank you, Captain Japard. Zeno and I will remember your words.
You know, we're pretty good at turning a happy reunion into a tear fest. If you're not too tired, Japard, can I talk to you for a moment?
Угу.
What you said back there. Did you really mean it?
А ты как думаешь?
Of course I did. And it wasn't some last-minute speech I cobbled together. It's how I
Я же
always
говорю,
felt.
что все эти мысли, они обдумываются заранее. Они не приходят просто так.
We can't always face problems alone and build walls to keep people out. We need to learn to rely on others. Especially those we care about the most.
I know what you're up to, Jeppy.
Huh? What do you mean?
You made it sound like you were talking to those kids. But you were talking to me. Who's building that wall now?
Well, a Landau just called out a Landau.
Japard. I changed my mind.
Может быть.
Change of plan. I've decided to stay in Belobog.
Serval, I just want you to know that I would have supported your decision, no matter what you chose. I wasn't trying to force you to stay.
Да, неловкая ситуация. Я бы на его месте тоже растерялась. Типа, я, конечно, хотел, но...
I know that, Japard. Don't worry. I've thought this one through for a change. What you said was the last piece of the puzzle for me. I suddenly realized that my decision to leave was just me trying to run away from my problems. Wasn't a mature decision. I've always found it hard to handle complex relationships. Be it Cocolia or my family. The first thought I have when things don't work out is to run away. Starting from today, that's no longer the case. After all, I'm not doing this on my own, right?
Right.
If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have had any idea about the hardships people were going through in the underworld. It made me feel like maybe I could help a little and make Belobog a better place.
Ее поддержали все. Она восприняла это в романтическом смысле, поцеловала его, а он растерялся. Потому что она ему нравилась, но он сделал это не для этого. Блин, забавно. А что это за мультсериал?
I have one last thing that I might need your help with. I want to see the
Я хочу увидеть Стелларон. Стелла такая,
I want to see the
о,
place where
это легко.
Cocolia sacrificed herself.
И снимает с себя пальто.
Say no more. We'll go with you.
Oh, but before that, I need to go back to the workshop and get something. Why don't you head north first and we'll catch up with you? It's all right. I've got Japard with me. We'll be safe. See you in a bit.
Из-за того, что я подошла за сервал, это выглядит так, будто Стелла стояла здесь все это время. И вот я подошла к ней за сервал. Из-за этого образ Стеллы здесь выглядит зловещим.
Is this the Stellaron imprisonment device? They had such advanced technology back in the day.
На самом деле она просто готовилась показать Стелларона. Извините.
This is where Madame Cacolia died.
She gave something back in death.
А что ты собираешься сделать?
I wanted to come here to perform for Cacolia.
Ух ты!
To say
Здорово.
goodbye.
Надеюсь, будет клёвый синематик.
I'm glad you guys are here to witness it.
Стелла и Стелларон, я всегда знала, думала, что это связано напрямую. Да, да.
Not the nicest spot for a show. And the equipment could be better. Sorry about that.
The stage is yours, sister.
Look at me, Cacolia. Don't you dare look away. Because I will no longer live in your shadow!
Вау. Это очень долгая запись дыхания.
Happy?
Happy. I just wish I could have seen the look on her face.
Неплохо.
Shame. Well, that's all from me. Thanks for sticking by my side throughout all of this. As for tonight, let's go to old Gerda's place
Ура,
and have
кушать.
a big feast to celebrate.
So,
Ты снова
getting the tab?
угощаешь. Блин, теперь она не попьет кофе химика. Угу. Ох ты ж, сразу два. Как приятно. А нет. Секты. Ой, это риски квест. Да, квестов-то больше, чем кажется. Так. Ну пошли на квест. Ой, я не то нажала, на квест рысь. Однажды мы дойдем до квеста Якун. Бро, ты... А еще подшучу над той дамочкой из разведки. Посмотрим, как долго у меня будет прямо у нее под носом прятаться. Хе-хе-хе. А, понятно.
There's plenty of precious stuff in here. You aren't looking for treasure in the museum while pretending to volunteer, right?
No, I'm not.
Oh, what's this gadget? This monitor and this keyboard. Is it an automaton remote control terminal? See, there's this piece of paper here. It says, Pena Sergeyevna.
Pena.
Is that the owner's name? Sounds a bit familiar.
These are all relics, sis. Please don't touch them. What if you break something?
Я тут.
Oh, we were just waiting for you.
Long time no see. I wanted to talk about this in our chat group, but sis won't have it. I'm sorry you had to run all the way out here.
Почему такая спешка?
That was Serval's idea. She said it needed a level of secrecy. I happened to be helping out at the museum, so we both ended up waiting for you here.
Actually, I want to talk to you about our little links.
О, об этой рыси.
So you know her. Well, that makes this easy.
Да. Знаете, она меня спасла, когда я облизнула железку на мразь. Так что можно сказать, что мы близко знакомы.
She just came back from a scientific exploration on the snow plains, but she seems really out of it. Almost like she's worried about something. And she won't tell us what happened. We're really worried and want to help, but we don't know where to start.
The last time I saw her, she was preparing to meet someone on the snow plains. She even asked for a stove set from me. But no matter how Japard and I asked and probed, Lynx simply refused to tell us who she was going to meet. Such a failure of a sister.
Ну, у нее не такой большой разброс знакомых.
That's why Japard and I came up with this idea. We'd like you to help us find out what's going on.
Может быть, она в зоне действия секты?
One more thing. Don't let her discover you. Otherwise, she'll probably get upset with us.
Это я могу.
Thank you. We're worried about her meeting strangers.
She's used to doing research alone in the snow plains. and we've always believed she can protect herself. But this is different. I'm worried she could run into bad people.
Oh, right. If you're gonna go find Lynxie, you gotta know what she looks like. Don't worry, she stands out. She's blonde like us and, quite short. She's always wearing a white fur hat. If I'm right, she should be waiting for someone at the city exit, closest to the snow plains. We're putting our dearest baby sister in your hands this time. Let us know immediately
Мы
if
попали в зону
anything
действия
happens.
секты, да. Абсолютно да.
Thank you.
О, так это та девочка-биолог. Она ж прикольная.
That girl over there. Seems like she fits Serval's description. That must be Lynx. Let's hide here and observe for now.
Lynxie, I'm here.
Риська.
Let's go. I never knew how long it took to get from the administrative district to the snow plains. So much snow. Even in the northern mountains, it wasn't like this.
Ты сползалась?
The snow is supposed to get heavier later in the day. Have you got enough warm clothes? Yep. I brought everything you told me to, all thanks to your camping guide. Speaking of which, according to the guide, the first thing we need to do is find a good place to set up camp, right? Flat, dry, sheltered, facing the sun, high elevation.
Белая хорошая ученица. Все запомнила по списку.
Oh, you remembered all that? I expected no less from you. But it's gonna be hard finding a place that fits those criteria.
О, у Рысь прикольный бантик, он с такими звездочками красивыми.
Well, we'll just keep moving and see. The place has to be convenient enough for us to observe the aurora, too. Thanks, Lynxie. I'll leave it to you, then. I'm gonna follow right behind you. Flat, dry, sheltered, facing the sun, high elevation. And we need to be able to observe the aurora. And this is going to be difficult.
Да, что-то незаметно, чтобы тут намечалось на сияние, ну ладно. Она хотела сделать место сухим. Ага, понятно.
This slope has a good view. It'll be easy to watch the aurora. Nope. The wind blows strongly through here. And there are signs of direwolf activity. It'd be too dangerous to make camp. I see. Then let's keep moving. This area is sheltered and facing the sun. Plus it's flat ground, but there
are cliffs all around. We'll be in trouble if there's a landslide or a rockfall. Also, there isn't much of a view.
So wholesome. Чисто
I remember a
ищем
good place that's
нормальное
not too
место.
far from here. Follow me.
Huh? Okay.
О. Блин. Подозрительный сугроб. Ладно.
We're at a dead end. Linksy, are you sure this is the place?
Yep. This is the path to Kandor Valley. There are low cliffs on both sides, but I cleared all the monsters here a while ago. So, it should be safe
Я
and sound.
считаю, что ГГ в сугробе как раз. Взяла уроки у Сампа.
Also, the mountain
Дурное
wind during this
влияние.
season usually comes from the north, which is another reason why we couldn't camp on that previous slope. These two hills can block the snowplain's gales for us.
I never even noticed. Huh. Camping is a complicated science.
Oh, not really. But the environment outside of Bellabog is very tough. If the weather here was as good as inside the city, well, then we could have camped anywhere.
That's true. I hope that becomes a reality one day.
Да, утопает в родном сугробе.
Only problem is, the view here isn't great. Are you sure we'll be able to watch the aurora?
Don't worry about that for now. Let's get the tent ready, then go find our dinner.
Sure, I can help out with the tent. I memorized that section in the camping guide.
Okay, then I'll go set up the stove. Oh, if you have any questions, just ask me. Oh. Oh, why isn't the heater working? Ugh, darn. Doesn't seem like an easy fix. Alright, I'll ask Pela.
Да, лучше всегда спросить Пелу. Хорошая палатка.
Weird. That's what the guide says. Hey, Linksy, come and have a look at this. I did everything according to the guide, but the
Не
tent's
очень
still
хорошая
wobbly.
палатка.
Let me have a check. Main poles, check. Brow poles, check. Ropes, check. Ah, it's the pegs! The pegs! I forgot to mention, thick snow needs leaded iron pegs.
Got it. It's definitely sturdier now. Nice job, Linksy.
You're too kind. My oversight. I've got a question too. Can you take a look at this stove? I think it's broken.
Huh? Sure, let me take a look. The geomarrow fuel activation component probably stopped working. Do you have a spare one?
No. Serval told me this was a brand new stove. Did I bring the wrong stove? Does this mean we have to make a fire with geomarrow? I specifically got this stove from Serval.
That's okay. These
А
components
раз
are
этих
really
бытовых
common.
проблем, блин.
Maybe we can find a
Чё это
spare one in the
такое?
ruins around here. You take it easy. I'll see if I can find one. Oh, and I'll keep an eye out for food, too.
I'll come with you. Fine. Finding food is easy, but finding that component is gonna be hard. We'll do our best. If we can't find one, we'll just do what your guide says and chop wood to make a fire.
А, даже так.
Oh, actually, I have some spare chunks of geomarrow.
Блин.
There might be spare stove parts in the ruin. Let me see. Oh, don't tell me you want to crawl in there. Of course I do. It's not like the stuff we need is gonna come crawling out. In that case, be careful. Did you find anything? I didn't find any components, but I got this. I don't know if we can still eat it. It hasn't decayed. It's edible.
Записывайте.
Really? It's all thanks to the eternal freeze. We can eat raw fish from 700 years ago. 700?
Ломтики сырого хладлосося. Мы сегодня все типы еды перепробуем. Крабов, тортики, хладлосось сырой, а потом жареный на костре. Слюнки текут.
Huh? Ooh, what's in this tree trunk? You found something? There's food in here. Really? I'm gonna pry it open.
Насекомые?
There. What exactly are... Oh, these are mimic snow slugs. They can change their appearance to match the external environment. They're really cute. Yeah, but we should put them back.
Почему ты не можешь 3 часа конкретно пойти на кухню?
No. These slugs taste really good once they've been roasted. They kind of taste like...
О, господи, я прочитала «Снежных малышей» и офигела. С предпочтением рыси в еде.
That sounds even less appetizing.
Мимикрирующий снег слизень. Красивые. Возьми стрим с собой на кухню. Так. О, тот самый сугроб. Блин, неужели придется драться? А, не придется. А так они нашли первопроходца.
I can do the digging. You don't need to. Come on, camping is about teamwork. Let me have a try. Okay. I found something.
Это Столарон.
Is this a radish? Ah, yep. That's a snow radish. They're really sweet and tasty.
Что может быть лучше первопроходца?
Actually, no. This is a hibernating snow radish rabbit. Huh? This is a rabbit? Yep, they look really similar to snow radishes. Their ears look like the leaves, and their body looks like the radish bit. When they hibernate, they cover themselves with dirt, just like real radishes.
I see. In that case, please tell me we can put it back.
Yeah, it's better for the Snow Plains ecosystem.
Ну, все сходится. Они нашли первопроходца.
It's probably best to stick close to the
О,
camp.
боже мой.
It's probably best to
Да
stick
в
close.
смысле, я не ухожу никуда. Отстань.
We have the upper hand. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Стелла не кролик, Стелла енот. У Стеллы много сущностей. Это лишь одна из них.
This crate looks promising. Maybe there's spare stove components inside. Well, let's open it up then. No.
Я случайно прожала эту кнопку.
Sausages?
Сосиски? Неплохо.
Sure looks like it. And they were probably placed here not long ago.
О, это гепард положил сосиски, чтобы вы поели.
Could it be the Bellabog caveman's food?
Пещерного человека Белобога.
Bellabog caveman? Oh, it's a legendary creature. It looks like something between a man and a monkey, roughly the same size as a man, with dark blue hair. Its activities are very mysterious, and no one in Bellabog can find concrete evidence of its existence.
Согласна. Это легендарное существо.
Well, I've only chanced upon it a few times myself. Whenever I tried to take a photo of it, it had already run away.
Это сравнение между обезьяной и человеком. Seems legit.
Oh, I feel like these sausages might constitute a great Bellabogian scientific discovery. Let's bring them back with us.
Hold on. There are some letters here. Sam something... Coast something... I can't read the rest, but it seems like a name. Guess it can't be the Bellabog caveman, then. Do cavemen even know how to write? Don't worry, Lynxie. I'm sure you'll get concrete proof one day. Let's leave the sausages here. I think someone might be missing them if we take them.
Не, забирайте.
Well, I think we've searched through everything here. Let's head back, Pela.
Okay. I feel bad that we didn't find a spare component.
Oh, it's fine. We'll just light a fire with Geomarrow. Let's go back and have some food. Pela?
What's up?
We don't really need that stove to cook.
I know, but since we're looking for food, I figured we might as well try to fix the stove. Is it some kind of animal? Lynxie, wait! That thing in the camp is a dangerous fragmentum creature.
Dangerous creature.
I see it too. But it doesn't seem aggressive. And it's all chubby and cute. Don't be fooled by its appearance. About 20% of our Silvermane Guard fragmentum losses are a result of chasing this creature. We haven't figured out everything about it yet, but there's one thing we're sure of. They have the power to control people. We need to be careful.
Вау, mind control, отсуньте копилки.
What? But this little buddy gave me something good last time, and it didn't hurt me. That must be the first step in their mind control process. You were lucky. We should defeat it just to be safe. Fragmentum creatures are Belobog's enemies. They shouldn't be trusted. Oh, but... I didn't even get to take a photo of it last time. Now's a good chance. Can I at least take a picture, Pela? That's also my job as a researcher. I understand, but the sound of the shutter and the camera bulb might send it into a frenzy. It noticed us?
Да.
It might be looking for an opportunity to attack. Be careful. Finally got a picture.
Он исчез.
It disappeared. Did it run away? Yeah, that's the nature of these little things. They disappear in a flash when they get scared. Well, that's my conclusion from my long-term observations. As for those lost guards, maybe they were chasing these little creatures and couldn't find their way back. Sorry. Maybe I was overreacting. Oh, don't be sorry. It pays to be careful. Anyway, crisis resolved. We can now make some food. Huh? Our little buddy seems to have dropped something. Huh? This is... Awesome! Lynxie, look! It's a Geomarrow activation component! I never thought we'd find one here! What about you, Lynxie? Did you find anything good? Nothing. Just some old stuff. It's great we finally found the component. Let's go fix the stove. Huh? Lynxie, is something the matter? Nope. That's all your imagination. Oh, why don't you take a break? I'll have a look at this stove. Okay. How done? Oh, what is this magic? I couldn't figure out the problem at all. No magic here. Just a trick or two I learned from Serval. My sister. Yep, that's her. What's the matter? Oh, nothing. Just, sometimes I'm a bit jealous of Serval, you know? She knows everything. Same as you, then. What? I'm serious. Outdoor explorer, mechanic, they're both experts in their field, right? I think you two are awesome. Anyway, it wouldn't be hard for you to get her to teach you something. You're her sister. She'd be happy to teach you. say that. But, you know, never mind, it's getting late.
Договаривай.
Let's cook something.
Закончи мысль.
Yay! That's my
Мы все
favorite part!
заинтригованы.
Wait, no. My favorite part is watching the aurora. Anyways, let's take a look at what ingredients we have. Every ingredient has its own effect, and combining them will create unexpected results. Ooh, what kind of effects are they gonna make? Let's just give it a try. Ah, 700-year-old raw fish. You don't have to emphasize the 700 years part, you know. Well, the older the rarer. Plus, you had to enter that rune for it. Even more special.
Even more special.
You don't have to emphasize that either. Well, then let's just say it'll be tonight's main course. Time to show you my culinary skills. Why don't I cook tonight? You can take a break. Oh, it's no problem. Leave it to me. Ta-da!
Неплохо.
Frost beef salmon bread is ready.
У нее и хлебушек был.
It smells so good. I'm gonna dig in.
Вы ужинаете вместе со своим компаньоном и ощущаете, как вас наполняет неисчерпаемая энергия.
I'm so full. Guess now we just wait for the light show. The aurora should start soon.
Начинается хоррор.
Before that, let's just chat. Pela, why did you suddenly want to come camping? Huh? Well, aren't you always saying how you just want to lie in bed when you get off work?
А, какая милая.
Sorry. I hope this trip didn't surprise you.
Я надеюсь, для стола мы приготовим слизни чуть позже.
No, I mean, sure, I'm not the most sociable of people, but I love camping with a good friend. I had a great time. It's been a lot of fun. Oh, you're always like this. Even on this camping trip, you keep trying to do things. You really don't need to. Just leave it to me. Camping is about relaxing. No need to be so tense. I know. It's just, I was really getting into the camping. I felt like I finally got around to doing the things I always wanted to. So all those comics you drew for the Tales series didn't count? I have to hide those from other people. I get a little embarrassed. Oh, you care about other people's opinions too much.
Нарисуй фан-комикс про гепарда.
I suppose. I wish I could be more like you. Oh, I'm not as cool as you think. I don't know how to handle my brother and sister. They keep treating me as a kid.
И стала такая, упси.
They're both really capable and awesome people. Which is why I feel really pressured when I'm with them. I'm already a grown-up. I have the capacity to do what I want to do. Why can't they just stop worrying and let me do what I want? That's how families are. Sorry, I shouldn't talk about this. I was getting carried away. It's okay. It's not like I even know what she looked like. So, when's the Aurora due? Careful, Lynx! There are monsters coming!
Baseball.
How did it get here? Let's focus on the fight first. Still have the upper hand?
Let's go.
Стелла выбежала с мыслями, у них нет ДД.
Enemy targets detected.
Let's make it quick. Yeah.
Here, try this!
Much better.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
This is our chance.
Specimen sighted.
Rules are made to be broken.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. To travel far away. Thanks for the support. Enemy targets detected.
Let's go. Yeah.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Вера, я надеюсь, ты взяла с собой стрим и не оставила забудку.
Rules are made to be broken.
These fragmented monsters are coming out of thin air. They were probably attracted by the stove. The Stellaron crisis is over. Why are there still so many monsters? I see. Wait.
А
Where
почему
did
ты
you
вообще
come from all of a
рядом?
sudden? Pela, who is this? This is the Trailblazer, the savior of Belobog.
Я пряталась в сугробе.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, thanks for saving us. Not to mention Belobog. Well, so, what's a big hero like you doing out here? Oh, never mind. I can take a guess. Serval and Japard sent you to protect us, right? They're always like this. It's impossible to get some private time as their younger sister.
Понимаю. Семья такая.
Yeah. Hold on. Isn't that what I just said? All right. It's all because Serval and Japard are worrywarts. Besides, you did save us. Since you followed us all the way here, you probably know why we're out camping today. Well, stay and watch the Aurora with us. It's about time for it to appear. Hey! Lynxie! Look! Come this way.
Ой, красотища.
Wow! This is the largest aurora since the Stellaron crisis passed. We're really lucky to see it.
Yeah. Really lucky. So awesome! I got to taste Lynxie's cooking and see the aurora. This Snow Plains adventure was the best.
You look really happy.
Huh? Me? I'm not that happy. What I mean is,
Что, не нравится моя компания?
I was going to say that, but now I suddenly don't want to.
I understand what Pela really feels. You don't need to hide it.
It was a great experience. Thanks to you, Lynxie. Not to mention you. Anyway, what now? Back home? Wanna go out for a midnight snack later?
Конечно, midnight snack. Для ребятки.
We can. I heard a pretty good steak place opened up in the south of the administrative district. We can go try it out together.
Sounds good. That's settled then. Let's part ways for now and rendezvous later tonight.
Pela, hold on.
What's up?
This is for you.
Что это изображено? Если бы я понимала. Там похоже на двух людей чертами.
What is this?
I found this on the ground before you fixed the stove. I guess that fragmentum creature dropped it. I think it might be best if you check it out yourself.
Enya Sergeyevna. I see. Thank you, Lynxie. Let's meet up here later tonight. I better get going.
Ну что, как там дела? Ну да.
I should go talk to
Типарь,
Japard and
который пишет
Serval
с
at the
точками.
workshop.
Это база.
Between expeditions, it's always a challenge to make time with Lynx. But why doesn't she want to talk to us?
Calm down. We've got her to help us. Hey, we were just talking about you.
How was it? With Lynx? So, that stranger was Pela.
What can I say? Sounds like a Lynxie expedition, all right.
Значит, моя миссия завершена.
Thank you for being around for this. Japard was too anxious to sleep.
Sis, you're exaggerating.
As for how we'll communicate with Lynxie in the future, we'll have to have a good think about it. You really helped us a lot this time. Thank you so much.
Почти на месте, когда только вышел из дома. Такая классика.
You're here too. Then let's wait for Pela together. She's in the storage room. I think she's looking over the contents of that floppy disk. Let's give her some time.
Приезжай где-то после 10.
I don't know the exact details. But I'm guessing you don't know about Pela's mother, right? Pena Sergeyevna was Belobog's greatest outdoor explorer. Passed away 16 years ago. She's famous in Belobog. You might have heard other people mention her in passing. Anyway, well, something else happened 16 years ago. Pela was born. Yes. They say that despite her pregnancy, Madame Pena insisted on staying at the Snow Plains camp. She couldn't go to the front lines, but she was able to handle administrative duties. Then, finally, the day of Pela's birth arrived. Tragically, there were complications. Other serious incidents occurred that day. The exploration team ran into a blizzard and the camp lost contact with the outside world. No one knew what to do. The only good thing was that Pela was born healthy. The floppy disk, if the old research team members were telling the truth, it was something Madame Pena left behind. Madame Pena asked a colleague to take her terminal and floppy disk back to Belobog. She said they contained a treasure for Pela. She said that once Pela was older, she'd be able to understand the contents. But that colleague was attacked by fragmentum creatures on his way back to the city. During the attack, he dropped the floppy disk in confusion, only managing to bring back the terminal. Apart from Madame Pena, nobody knew what the floppy disk contained. But they say she left Pela many letters. From the moment she knew she was pregnant, to the day of Pela's birth. Never missing a day.
А вот и полуночный перекус. Музыка была очень красивая.
There's somewhere I want to go. Will you come too? The workshop. I'll wait for you there.
Но Белого мы не дождались, окей. А вдруг ей бы нужно было дружеское плечо?
Serval, Japard. I'm back.
Lynx! You're finally back. What's with the red eyes? Did something happen?
Japard? Way to make it obvious.
Они как мама и папа, да?
Welcome home, Lynxie. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Seems like a lot went down in the snow plains. Thanks again for your help. I think we need a little private time. See you soon.
I should give them some time together.
Угу. Хорошо. Отлично. А. Нет, это мой любимый ответ. Угу. О, красивая цифра на достижениях. 4. Я сначала думала, что мы и Хукда пройдем, но, видимо, нет. Это будет перебор на сегодня. Так что это все на следующий раз еще осталось. Куда бы пойти? Где бы встать? Давайте возле этого знатока биологии, зоологии. Поделимся научными изысканиями. Так, ну, спасибо, что были с нами. Я думала, что мы успеем и больше, и меньше одновременно. Но типа мы прошли больше в квестовом эквиваленте, но я не ожидала, что их так много. Поэтому думала, что будет закрыто больше процентов квестов в сумме. Вот. Да. Всем приятного аппетита, полуночники. И не только полуночники. Вот. И спокойной ночи. До следующего раза.